Before we begin, remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and share this with anyone who you think needs to hear this message. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can click the join button, become a member, and get access for free to the exercise performance course where I teach you to squat, bench, deadlift, shoulder press, do pull-ups, and dips. Not only that, but you will also get the audiobook of the Book of Puck, narrated by me, and also the exclusive podcast for members, the Coffeecast, where we do weekly Q&As. Now that we've had that out of the way, let's begin. Let's begin. Hello. Hello, yes, hello, Daniel. Good to see you. X-Runner. Did get the link and access this. Good. I saw you downloaded it, and please enjoy my version of the Book of Puck audiobook. I hope you really enjoy. Why is it every time that you want to get something done, that's where people turn the speed down to 2 every time? Normally when you want to get something done, everybody's just slow and steady. Everybody's slow, or everybody's everything is accessible. When you don't need something, there's no line anywhere. There's no traffic anywhere. You can just do your thing without people getting in your way. But when you need something, and when you need it fast, all of a sudden, traffic, horrible, lines everywhere. And you get to the store, and of course there's some lady in front of you there. It's like, can I pay cash? And can I pay in dimes? Of course you can. And it just takes forever and ever 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 and ever. And 30 minutes later, it's like, do you want the receipt? Yes, I want the receipt. Yes, I want the receipt. And then they check the receipt, even though they just checked the product. It's like, God damn it. Could you just, for the love of God, move? Please. But of course they can, because the world knows you need to be somewhere, and the world can't have that you need to be somewhere. Of course not. And then all of a sudden the world is like, I'm going to teach this young man a lesson in humility, and that, you know what, you need to learn that you can only control what you can control. And oh God, just hurry up. I'm not going to learn this lesson. I have not learned this lesson ever, and I will not learn it today. Just move. Thank you. And finally, it's your turn, and you're done within 20 seconds. It's like, for God's sakes, really? Why is the efficiency with people so low these days? It's like, yeah. Fortunately, everything worked out. There's nothing wrong. Everything is fine. That is just the whole road of getting there that takes so long. But we're here. We're clear. Get used to it. Tell us how you really feel. Why, thank you, Bull Rush, for the empathy. I appreciate it. CHD, first Jack Napier live stream. I hope I do not disappoint, good sir. I hope I do not disappoint. I hope you enjoy. Sounds like the Truman Show. Yeah, at least Jim Carrey kept his patience. So will I. But by God, just work at a level of speed I can work with. Please. Just please. But oh well. You know how it goes. Ugh. Hey, George S. for the $5 heartfelt. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Heartfelt $5. Appreciated. Come on, Jack. Stop being so mean to the Whammons. They just need some of that UBI to feel better. Universal basic income, of course. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, same here, buddy. Same here. It's like there was the Dutch political debate was going on, and they had questions from the audience. And of course, young 20-year-old something. So I'm a law student. Of course you are. And I was promised that my debt would be interest free, but all of a sudden government changed their mind. It's like, really? No shit. Government found out that their false, what do you call that? Their false campaign promise wasn't sufficient, and that debt has to be repaid, and that you probably have to pay interest on it? No. Really? Not only did she think she never had to pay interest on it, no. She was 60K in debt. And you know what her reason was? Because I study in Amsterdam, and of course everything is expensive. Then why did you do that? Why, for the ever-loving God that you might worship, did you not think to yourself, 60K in debt might not be the best thing I could do? Well, you know what? Because nobody ever told you that finances have consequences. But of course not. Speaking of consequences, let's get right into this. And I'm not shitting on this poor girl. Absolutely not. But this is just one of those cases where this young lady could have been properly educated by a parent, by a teacher, by whatever, that, you know what? Life ain't pretty after college. But you know what? Let's go. Let's go. I'm not ripping on her. This is a phenomenon. Let's go. What question of the day. In a 9 to 5, how do you have time for your life? Well,
I know I'm probably just being so dramatic and annoying.
Dramatic, yes. Annoying, nah, you're fine.
But this is my first job, like my first 9 to 5 job.
First ever job. How old is this girl after college? Probably 20s. Why didn't you have a
after college? And I'm in person, and I'm
Yes, that is what a job tends to ask of you, to be there in person.
commuting in the city, and it takes me fucking forever.
Why didn't you negotiate work from home? Why didn't you look at the application before you applied? Did it say work in the office, or did it say work from home?
To get there, there's no way I'm going to be able to afford living in the city right now.
Because this is your first time, your first job ever, so you probably have no savings. So no, you can't. And why didn't you apply to a job more nearby?
So that's off the table. Like, fucking duh! If I was
And there goes the monetization. Where is it? And there goes the monetization. I forgot she dropped an F-bomb. Oh.
able to walk to work and it'd be fine, but I'm not. So it literally
Not even walk. You could take a bike. That's me. That's my Dutch showing.
takes me, like, I leave here, like, I get on the train at 7:30 and I don't get
7:30? I used to go at 6.
home till like 6:15 earliest, and then like I don't have time to do anything. I want to shower, eat my dinner, and go to sleep. I don't have time or energy to cook my dinner either.
You can meal prep? Look, this is not me shedding on the women, absolutely not. But guys, there are men who have these issues. This is me using her as an example so that you, the audience, can learn. Cappy's been doing this for ages. You know what? I'm going to take a page out of Cappy's book.
They're like, I don't have energy to work out. Like, that's out the window. Like,
you get on the train by 7:30. 7:30. If you get up at 6, meal prep, get your dinner ready in the morning so you can make it, warm it up when you get home. Get a gym in the place you work. You work in the city, they probably have gyms.
I'm so upset.
Well, aren't we all? This is your first job. It takes some getting used to. This is no longer college when you start at 10 and you get off at 2. It happens. And again, why didn't you look in the application if it's remote or not? Why? Guys, seriously, For all you new guys, if you're getting a job and blah, 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 look at the application. Is it remote work? If it's an office job, you better, when you apply, you better make sure it's work from home, because you don't need to commute anymore. You just don't need to commute anymore. You have Zoom, you have Teams, you have fucking Skype. There it goes again. When you apply for a job, ask it. Is it remote? It's not remote. Next. I don't care if you have to live at home. You do not have to suffer through commute anymore with an office job. You don't.
Oh my God. Nothing to do with my job at all, but just like the 9 to 5 schedule in general is crazy.
Who wants to bet she makes Excel spreadsheets? For the love of God. The only reason the 9 to 5 is crazy is because you suck at time management. And not only you, dear, there are a lot of people who do.
Being in the office 9 to 5, like if it was remote, you get off at 5.
Yes, that is true. And you don't work remote because you probably didn't look at the application for an office job if it was remote.
And you're home and everything's fine. But like, I'm not home. It takes me long to get home, and like,
she's not wrong there. Like, I used to go by train. If there's something that gets the planning all messed up, you probably are stuck for an hour at the station or whatever. That's why I say, if you want to go to the gym and you have a job where you need to commute, then get a gym in the city you work in, so that if it happens, or make sure it happens, you can go to the gym and then take the train. XRunner55 for the $5.01. Thank you. You should rename the channel to the There Goes the Monetization podcast.
And there goes the monetization.
We could. I'd think about it. You think that will work? I do want a shirt, though. Maybe a mug. And there goes the monetization. Let's see.
Like, people that drive to the office, like, you don't get off at 5. And I know it could be worse. I know I could be working long.
My dear, yes, it could be worse. But I always hated this argument where it's like, well, it could be worse. You could be a starving child in Africa. No, but I'm not. And that doesn't mean I can't complain. So, to her credit, you are fine to complain. People, look, just because you live in the West and you are part of the top 1% by default, doesn't mean you can't complain. We all piss vinegar every now and then. I piss vinegar all the time. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Don't need pain.
Longer, but like, I literally get off, it's pitch black. Like, I don't.
This is true. I'm not going to lie. Look, when you have a commuting job in winter, oh God, that sucks. I hated that. Because you leave home at dark, you come home at dark. You don't get any light, no sunlight whatsoever. It is absolutely terrible. Let me know in the chat if you've been there. You probably have. It sucks. Right now at my job as well, I start at 6 and it like takes 3 hours before it gets light, before you see anything outside. That sucks. It's depressing. So, my dear, I can't blame you. I can't blame you for that.
Have energy. How do you have friends? Like, how do you have time to like meet?
You live in the most communicative, opportunistic era in history.
Like a guy. I don't know. Like, how do you have time for like dating? Like, I don't
Silly girl. Women don't date.
have time for anything. And I'm like so stressed out. And I'm also getting my period. So that's why
There you have it. What happened to the weekend?
I'm all emotional. But like, am I so dramatic? It's fine.
Look, guys, in all honesty, first of all, women online, don't worry about it. She's just complaining. Don't take it too seriously. But I did want to discuss this because a lot of guys, and I've seen this with men, they run into these same issues where it's like, oh, I need to commute. Why not negotiate it? Like, hey, this is an office job. I can work from home. And if they don't allow you, start applying for a job that makes you work from home. Danny Arnold for the $9.99, 1 cent short of a double heartfelt. Thank you very much. Tuscan Raiders. I can't help but smile to myself when I hear these little girls and some young guys also crying about how hard adulting is and how much it stresses them out. Truly the epitome of snowflakes. Kinda, but it's also, look, I don't know how many days per week she works. What if it turns out she only works 3 days a week? It's like, really? 3 days a week? Really? That will be something. But it's like the 9 to 5 does bring some complications with it when it comes to personal time. And with personal time, you need to learn to time manage. So let's say 8 hours of sleep. 7:30, that's 12, that's 11:30. Okay, no, she needs to, the train. So let's say 6:30, that's 10. If you want a full hours of sleep and get an hour to get ready. She's American. She probably gets coffee on the way, things like that. Get home at 6:30. That's a lot of hours left before it's finally 10:30. And you could also go to bed earlier and make sure you have certain things ready in the evening so you don't have to worry about that. You know what I do? This is one of those small little things I do every day. Every day I do this. Call me an autist, but I do it. I drink coffee every morning, correct? My coffee maker. You've seen it. You know what I do? I prepare my coffee every night before I go to bed so that the only thing I have to do when I wake up is roll over and turn it on. Done. Done. It's those small little things. You just do it. Now, I go to bed very early. I know that. I wake up very early. Fine. But I start working at 6 a.m. I get up at 3. That leaves me 2.5 hours to get shit done I don't have to do when I get home. So that when I get home, everything is ready. Everything is ready. Small little things. Siege D for the $4.99, 1 cent short of a heartfelt. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Siege D, I've not a night shift job stocking shelf 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. at least. I'm working on getting my brother in dual income, man. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty cool, though, that you're trying to get your brother in there. That's pretty fucking awesome. And there goes the monetization. He mentions I've got a night shift job stocking shelves. Yeah, those jobs earn pretty well. Yeah. God. Game of Thrones. I saw you, my friend. I saw you. You've got a night shift job, stocking shelf 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. I kind of do something like that, stocking shelves, but with a forklift. And I take products out with a forklift. But this girl brings up an issue, even though she was mostly just emoting, and it's not about the nail. It's not about the nail, Jack. She does bring up a couple of things where I go like, look, first of all, you got yourself into this mess. If this was a guy, this is just some rational advice. You've got yourself into this mess. You can get yourself out. If the commuting is like really such a strain on you, such stress on you, look for jobs that do remote work. Now, stocking shelves, you can't do that from home. We have to be there. Order picking, I have to be there. I have to be there. So if you don't want to be there and you want to work from home, have a job application say work from home. If you want to keep going to the gym, like I said, time management. Time management is important. If cooking and things like that get in the way, Meal prep. You have Saturday and Sunday. Meal prep on Sunday. Meal prep on Sunday. Gets kind of boring maybe, but at least you've got it done. Another one of those chores out of the way and done. Taken care of. Saves a lot of time. Again. The workout, again, if you might have a job that gets in the way of you working out, help me help you get on the personal accountability program, because I have helped guys who were on a night shift. I have helped guys who had difficulty time managing their workout with their job. Help me help you if you have an issue with that. Here's some free advice. Like I just mentioned, if you need to commute, get a gym in the city you work in. Saves time, saves effort. Not only that, but get a program, get a workout program with the most bang for your buck. The most bang for your buck. It's like you want the most efficient exercises with the least amount of volume required for you to build muscle. That's what you want. That's what you need. Protein intake. Get that taken care of. I have changed my stance on protein shakes, things like that. You only need a minimum of 1.6 times your body weight in kilos. That's all you need. 1.6 grams per kilo of body weight. 1 gram per pound is too much. Reduced added value. So you don't need to worry about it that much. I was just looking at the rack. I'm like, why is that bar that high? But it just looks like that in the mirror. You can do it. You can have a good workout program for only 2 times a week. 2 times per week. Jico is one of those guys who had that with his work. Like, I want to work out, but work is just killing me. I'm like, look, what is the minimum amount you can give me per week that you can go to the gym? What is the minimum amount you can give me? He's like, 2 times. I'm like, done. I will give you a program where you can build muscle, gain strength, lose weight with 2 times a week. It's going to be 2 full body workouts. Now, we had to build that up because I needed to check the form and things like that, because on the form as well, you can apply other training techniques because you know the form is proper. I am not going to let you do as many reps as possible with a shitty form. So that's what you need to look for. The most effective workout program you can get with the time you have. What else? What else? Meal prep, a very pragmatic training program. Look at the job application if you can work from home. Socializing. Your friends probably have a job as well. What do you do on weekends? What do you do on weekends? Look into that. Look into those things. I saw Seeds D mentioned shower at the gym too. Yeah, I mean, why not? Saves time as well. X-Runner, member of the channel. I'm in a hybrid model, but all I have to do is log in 2 days in the office, finish at home. Yep, those are the best. Those are the best. As you can see, Danny Arnold as well. Daniel Bell, X-Runner. Those are all members of the channel. They have their nice green badge. Really appreciate it. We are at 31 members of 100 right now. That's a goal I set for this channel. If we get to 100, I will narrate for the members Alpha Moves by Ian Ironwood. So if you're interested in that, supporting the channel, you can click the join button. You get my version of the Book of Book audiobook for free and both Gendernomics audiobooks as well, as my thank you to you. Is there anything else I wanted to mention about this? Because I have been on a furious rampage when it comes to ranting. It's like, ugh. If you're a guy and you're running into these same issues, Oh yeah, Alpha Moves is a book by Ian Ironwood. Ian Ironwood is one of the OGs in the manosphere, who unfortunately every now and then is lost to time, but he was good. Praxeology of the Dominant Male. Go look into that. Tori and I narrated that. Actually, pretty proud of it. George S. with the heartfelt $5. Thank you very much. She has a YouTube and the internet to figure out solutions for her lack of energy and time for her personal life. Shaking my head. Yeah, exactly. So lack of energy. A lot of guys, and thank you for the $5, George. I really appreciate it. A lot of people will go into, I take pre-workout. Why would you want to take pre-workout when it costs way too much money if you can have the same effect of pre-workout with just a goddamn black coffee? Just take black coffee. God damn it. Like, I'm not a big fan of pre-workout. I never will be. Black coffee, it's a lot cheaper, and you will get that caffeine rush. God damn. It's not that hard. Really is not that hard. Really isn't that hard, people. Cake and coffee. Coke and coffee for pre-workout. Let's not do that, sir. Or unless you mean Coca-Cola, of course. Unless you mean that. Then you can do it. So yeah. Those are just things where it's like, just simple solutions would save so much time. Go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, get more productive in the morning, get a lot of shit done in the morning before you go to work, and then you can go to work with some peace of mind. And with that peace of mind, you know that when you get home, you've got a lot of things fixed. Here, Janice B, I waste so much money in many years on supplements. I keep telling you, every time I get that question, Jack, what supplements should I take? I don't know. Why don't I know? Because I don't know your blood work. I don't. Do I need a protein shake? Not really. Like I mentioned, 1.6 grams times your body weight in kilo is the minimum requirement you need. If you only weigh 70 kilos, which is what? $1.45? $1.45? You can easily get that from food. Chicken thigh, beef, cottage cheese, things like that. You don't need to spend money on supplements. Eggs. If you just get your eggs in. Shakes are for fakes, as Stan Efferding used to say. Shakes are for fakes. Unless you're just not a big eater. Let's say you're not a big eater. You don't want to eat that much. Like, sure, do it. Comes in handy. I will not hold it against you. Do it. But no BCAAs, no pre-workout, no whatever. Creatine isn't even necessary if you eat enough meat. Really isn't. Seeds D, $4.99, 1 cent short of heartfelt.
And there goes the monetization.
Bad. An extra one. I used to clean my Olympic-sized pool, treading water for 5 hours with only black coffee and whole milk in my system. Exactly. It's not that hard. You really don't need to make it difficult. Really don't need to make it difficult. Just get some coffee in you. Get some whole milk. I have a bottle of whole milk waiting for me after this. I'm getting my dinner. Steak, eggs, spinach, and whole milk. Looking forward to it right away. Yeah, Daniel Bell, shakes just usually have 24 grams of protein anyway. Yeah, but you know what? It can get you closer to that minimum requirement. It can get you closer to that minimum requirement. But I'm still a bigger fan of just normal food. Just normal food. But like I said, I'll drop the link again. If you need help with your fitness, with your diet, losing weight, it's like help me help you. Help me help you. Personal accountability program, personalized training program, diet program, private Discord, form checks, and a monthly consultation. We have the consultation on Saturday, by the way. So if you want to partake in the October consultation, get on it now. I'll work towards becoming a member. I love Jack in this chat. I'm happy. I'm happy, man. Like I'm energized today. I don't know what it is. I was angry, and when I can channel that anger and aim it, then I have a good, like, solid rant in me. It's like I channel my inner Cappy. It's like good. And then Rob will look at me like, "Oh, Padawan, you are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master." And it's like, yeah, I know. It's like, just let me piss vinegar. Apparently, my pissing vinegar podcasts do the best. My audience hates me and wants me to hate them back. It's like, Ugh. But in all honesty, I'm not that angry of a guy, you know? It's like, sometimes you just want to go, and I do that here. And then you tone down, and then you calm down, and then you look at life, and you're like, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad, you know? Oh, ain't that bad. Got a nice little chat here. Janice B, George S, Siege D. Like you too, Siege. Yeah, Siege D. I like you too. Like, is that laying siege to a D or laying siege with a D? That's the real question right here. Janice B, this week I've been at the gym 4 times. Some weeks I only do it at home with dumbbell and a lot of different kind of push-ups. Yeah. You just, at a certain point, it's just about that you do something. At least you do something. And that's the beauty of, like, for example, an AMRAP, and as many reps as possible, where if you get the form right, you can, with a clear conscience or peace of mind, perform as many reps as possible because you know the form as well, and then you can train to failure, which has a better effect on hypertrophy, which is muscle growth. CJ shortened. Oh, now I get you, CJ. Now I get you. I couldn't hate Jack if I wanted to. I do my best to be not a hateful person. There are people who I will avoid like the plague. There were a couple of retards on Twitter where I was like, "Oh my god, can you the level of bundle of stickery that was going on with this guy of asking randos on the internet what he should do?" I was like, "What? You want us to hold your dick when you're peeing as well? Is this the level? Is this the level we have got? Is this the level we are at? Will you ask randos online what you're going to do with your marriage?" Well, not per se that, but it's like, oh my God, should I divorce? You know what? Why not invest in FTX while you're at it? Not financial advice. You want us to hold your dick while you pee? Want us to tell you you're a good boy? Want us to fondle your balls a bit? Like, God, people, for the love of God. This is my competition. 23 and 22. Hey, youngsters. Hello, my friends. Usually my audience ranges from like 30 to 40, but 23 and 22. Nice. CJ, here's some advice from me to you as an older gentleman. I'm 33. Does that benefit come with the membership? Yes. Yes. Go look up Graham Stephan. Graham. Go look him up. A financial YouTuber. Someone I wish I followed when I was your age. if there's one thing I wish I did when I was younger, was invest sooner. Just invest sooner. Not per se more, but sooner. He talks about index funds. It's actually very conservative and very boring. I'm not a financial advisor, but as you might know with finances, timing the market beats time in the market. Timing the market beats time in the market. So the sooner you start, the better you'll be off. Also, Richest Man in Babylon should be free to read online. Richest Man in Babylon. And if you are going to read one of Cappy's books, Poor Richard's Retirement. That's my humble opinion. We've been needing some financial advice. Graham Stephan and Poor Richard's Retirement by Aaron Clary. Richest Man in Babylon. Richest Man in Babylon. Access Babylon. That's a song by Probot. It's a side project by Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl. But yeah, if there's one thing I could tell my younger self, invest sooner. Not more, just sooner. Poor Richard's Retirement, Richest Man in Babylon. You can get this one for free, I think. Just look it up on Google. That book is 100 years old. It should be public domain by now. Much appreciated, Jack. Small effort, man. It's just in the small things. Most people waste most of their money young on brand clothes, new phones, new cars, maybe expensive house. I really don't get the cars. I just don't get the cars. Really. If you're a single guy, why the hell do you need a big car? Get a 3-door. Like 2 for the front seats. Move the chair to the front so you can get in the back and the trunk. Done. Oh, also watch Caleb Howard, George S. Good advice. He does financial audits on people's finances, and it's fun to see people justifying their new car on a salary of $30K. I know, man. It's just small little things that make the big difference. And time. It just takes time and consistency. Look, you know how I got the visible abs? You know how I got the abs? Time. I was consistent. Squat, bench, deadlift. And do it for at least a year, depending on your body fat percentage. But then, and I've said this before, calibration, body recomposition. Whew. Damn. I need my oxygen. All that anger. Whew. It just takes time, as with everything. It just takes time. Same as the YouTube. Jack, how did you get a over 3,000 YouTube channel? Which for me is a lot. For me, that's a lot. I didn't quit. How did you get to 200 Red Evening episodes? I didn't quit. It's Halloween. Halloween episode. Woohoo! You will love my costume. You guys are going to love my costume. You're going to love it. You are absolutely going to love it. Until Tom S. gets his job, he's been working out in our home gym. Nice. I mean, that's good. At least he's doing something. Like if you are out of a job, the risk runs high of you doing nothing. So it's good. It's good. Look better than all the other young guys getting interviewed. Yep, that's also a thing. The halo effect is real. The halo effect is absolutely real. Correct. Did I miss anything else? No, not really. Like I said, I'm calming down. The rage has left. The rage has left the body. It's like, yeah. Whew. Did I miss any super chats? George S.'s last one was, yeah. Okay, I didn't miss anything. For people who are new here, Siege D, if you don't know Red Evening, here's a where is it? Here's a commercial.
Rob, how have you been?
Guys, nothing has changed for you.
Can we be careful with that one?
Motherfucker, sit down, shut up, stay in your own lane.
I'm sorry. I didn't get that memo.
This guy comes into your house as a guest and then takes a giant shit on your living room floor.
I can't blame you because after all this time, I should have just trusted you without saying it.
Cappy's got a jar of peanut butter there somewhere.
Ah,
The only way that dog could tolerate him.
I'm too tall for that.
Fuck it, I don't give a shit.
And there goes the monetization.
Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy.
What the fuck?
Red evening. It's better than work.
I am so looking forward to Saturday. For me, it's Saturday morning. For you guys, it's Friday evening. But I am looking forward to it. Rob's back after his fire-breathing escapades. So that's going to be fun. We're doing Halloween. And we're going to have some cool costumes. We discussed this a long time ago, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to that. CJ didn't know? Oh, you never watched The Red Evening? Oh, you're going to love it. Yeah, that's a real clip from Hillary. You didn't know that? Yeah. Oh, okay. So how did I get that clip? Story time. So Milo Yiannopoulos, for people who don't know, he was like this outrage guy. In 2016, when Trump ran for office the first time, he was a professional provocateur, and he used to write for Breitbart. And one of his articles was called "Birth Control Makes Women Unattractive and Crazy." Plus another one. There was another article. But Hillary, on her campaign, wanted to write off all Trump supporters as basket of deplorables and things like that. And during one of her speeches, she said, "Oh, these Trump supporters and Trump journalists write horrible articles like blah, 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 and birth control makes women unattractive and crazy." And Milo had a field day with that. Milo had the time of his life because that was his whole point. He wanted Hillary Clinton on record saying the phrase, "Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy." And I found that clip, and that fit perfectly in that intro. So that's what I did. I clipped that, put it in, and I'm still alive. I'm not looking to off myself. I am not depressed. I'm not tired of life. So if I disappear, just saying, wasn't by my own two hands. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, Daniel, I was going to say it had to be Milo. Yeah, it had to be Milo. I mean, he used to be fun. I don't know what he does now. All of a sudden, now he's straight. He prayed the gay away. Yes, Bullrush, I am paying attention to you. I am. But I need to set the standard. George S., you need to add it as a soundbite for the show when we react to these Whammon videos. Oh, but my friend.
Birth control makes women unattractive and crazy.
You think I didn't have that? Of course I had that. Of course I had that. Bullrush feels left out. Angry man is loose. I'm calming down a bit more. We're almost at the hour mark anyway, so I might wrap this up soon. It's like I said, you don't want to exceed the past. You don't want to exceed the point of like peak. You don't want to exceed your peak. You have to quit while you're ahead, kind of thing. And then at the end, it's mostly, do I get any super chats? I'll discuss those. But other than that, when I get to the end, I do kind of wrap up. So I am about to wrap up. Again, if you need help with your training, with your fitness advice, help me help you, personalized training program, diet plan, form checks, private Discord, and a monthly consultation. We have this Saturday. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can become a member by clicking the join button. It's about $5 a month. You get my version of the Book of Puck audiobook for free. You get Gendernomics, both of them for free. And when we reach 100 members, I will narrate Alpha Moves by Ian Ironwood. If you are interested in audiobooks by Troy Francis, I narrated a couple of those as well. 50 Shades of Game, all 3 available there. And Approach Her Like Chad and Text Game Mastery, both books available here, narrated by me or written by Troy Francis. Yeah, Black Label Logic. That one is here. You can get that one here if you're interested in that. Here, but it's also available for free for members. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed Rage Napier. Napier Rage. Jack Rage Pier. I don't know if that sounds well. Jack Normal. Oh, that's no. Aw. Look at that. Look at the old man taking care of me. He's not your normal trainer. He's actually competent and does his homework. Yeah, I do. I mean, I've seen it so much where guys overcomplicate their training, where it's like you don't need to overcomplicate it to like, oh, well, I need to adjust my tricep program because this angle is not in line with the stars and moon of Saturn, so I won't fully maximize hypertrophy because Sagittarius is rising. It's not about that. It's about time and consistency and progressive overload. That's what it's about. The stance of the moon and stars has nothing to do with it. You need to shock the muscle with a different type of movement. Whether you do it like this or you do it like that doesn't make much of a difference. Not a whole lot. I've seen that so many times where it's like, oh, I'm going to do tricep extensions. Did you up the weight the next session? No, I just did tricep push downs instead of extensions because then I shocked the muscle. When you're not using more of a resistance? That's not how this works. That's not how the force works. Maybe I want to get that soundbite too. That's not how the force works. Should I get that? I can get that. Han Solo. I've got a couple of cool sound bites. I've got... Do I need that? Nah, I don't need it. I don't need that right now. So, guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Smash the like, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below your thoughts of this show, and I will see you Friday evening on Raid Evening. Cheers.